Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about perfume that I didn't like at first, but it's really grown on me and I've worn this like every day for the past couple of weeks. And it is Ariana Grande's Cloud perfume. And I have three Ariana Grande perfumes. The first one I got was Thank You Next. The second one was Ari, and then I also have this one here. And this is the packaging here. So it comes in this cloud holder, and then when you take the perfume out, it is like this bottle, and it's the same style bottle as Thank You Next as well, but I think this one came out before Thank You Next. So it just sits in the holder like this. And this is the 100 ml bottle, 3.4 ounce in the US. And I got this from Fragrance X, and it was like something ridiculous, like £10 off the original price just because it's a tester. So basically, testers, it just says try me here. Testers just come in a slightly different box. You're going to throw the box out anyway, so that doesn't matter. Some of them don't come with the top, but luckily this one did come with the top. I have another one that I got from Fragrance X that didn't come with the top, and I have quite a few perfumes that I've bought as testers from Fragrance X, and only one of them has come without a top. So it doesn't really bother me too much, but I'm happy that this one came with the top because it looks really cool. So I'm going to tell you what the scent notes are, and then I'm going to describe the perfume to you. Okay, so this is described as an oriental perfume. On the Ultra website, it says the key notes are the top notes lavender, pear, and bergamot. The middle notes are coconut, praline, and vanilla orchid, and the base note is cashmere. Now, this one is quite different to the other Ariana Grande perfumes because this one isn't sweet to me at all. The other ones are pretty sweet, and I really love like really sweet scents, really sugary sweet scents, and fruity sweet scents, and all of that kind of thing. And this one isn't one of those scents. It's supposed to be a unisex perfume as well. And when I first sprayed it, it was a bit too clean smelling for me, and it's more something of what my sister would wear, and I think she said she's got this one as well, to be honest. So yeah, so in comparison to the Thank You Next one, this does have the pear note, so it does have a slightly similar note to it, and that's what I can smell, a little bit of the pear, but I think that's the only note that is similar to this one. This is like Thank You Next, but if you take away all of the sweetness, all of the sugariness, that one is more like a coconut macaron sweet. This one is more, it's a little, they describe it as sweet, but to me this isn't sweet. It's more like a clean, fresh, neutral perfume that can be worn by anyone of any age, I think. Um, and it's good for during the day because it's just a nice, clean, fresh scent. But when I say fresh, it's not like out of the shower fresh, it's just neutral. It isn't one of those sweet, girly, sugary, fruity fragrances, which is what I normally like. And I believe that my sister doesn't have any like that because she doesn't really like the fruity, sugary perfumes. So this is more neutral. It's a dupe for a designer perfume as well. A lot of people say that, but I haven't smelled that perfume, so I don't know. But a lot of people do say that it is. And it's just a really, like, it's hard to describe it. You have to smell it. Upon first spraying this, I didn't like it. And that was a couple of years ago when I first smelled it in the shop. But it has actually really grown on me since then. I sprayed it and I let it dry down and everything, and then I smelled it again at the end of the day. And it was pretty like shocking because some of the other perfumes don't last quite as long. They last maybe a couple of hours. But this one, I sprayed it on in the morning then when I went to bed, like 9 o'clock or something, and 10 o'clock, I could still smell it. So normally after like 5, 6 hours, you can't really smell it anymore, perfumes. But this one, I could still smell it pretty well. So it lasts all day. It's really long lasting. One of my longest lasting perfumes, to be honest. And the dry down scent is actually really, really nice. I do get a bit of like the coconut in there, but it's not like a sugary coconut. It's more of a like neutral coconut. I've just got some on my arm. I've actually got them. I've got one on my left arm that I sprayed this morning, and then I've got a spray that I've just sprayed now on my right arm. So I'm just gonna smell and just tell you what I can smell. Yeah, so it's, to me, I can smell the coconut and pear in there, a tiny bit of the praline, but definitely coconut and pear mixed together, but not a sweet coconut and pear, more like a I guess like, when you get the fresh coconut and it's not super sweet, I guess kind of a bit like that, but really, really subtle. And mixed with the pear, I think the coconut and pear sort of note is similar in Thank You Next, but this is basically like Thank You Next without the sweetness. So that's the best way that I can describe it. It is definitely a little similar to that in the sense that it has the pear and coconut notes that I can smell, but just not the sweetness from the macaron and the rose, and everything else that's in there. They've added more notes to make it more sugary. Some people don't think that they smell similar at all, but I do get the slight notes of similarity in them. But definitely, this is more unisex. A lot of people love this one. I think this is her most favorite, most popular, most favorite fragrance of people. I really like the Ari one as well now. I didn't like it at first, but I have got it and worn it a couple of times now, and it's really nice because it starts off as really sweet, and then it just goes down to a nice subtle like vanilla-y scent. But I will do another video on that one. Today is all about the cloud, but this one, the packaging is really, really cool, and I actually asked my son, who is 3, I sprayed this one and I sprayed Ari on each of my wrists, and I said, smell these and tell me which one you liked better. And he picked this one without even seeing the packaging, and of course he loves the packaging now that he's seen it. But he picked the scent of this one. So a lot of people do prefer this one over the Ari. But the best thing to do is to try and smell these yourself. Um, I have bought some perfumes before on a blind buy, and the only one that I didn't like so much now, I did like it at first, but I'm not keen on it now, was Rihanna's Rebel Flare. A lot of people love that one. I bought it on a blind buy. Just makes me feel ill now. I think I sprayed too much of it. It's really strong and it just smells like BO to me. It's not a very nice scent anymore to me. But these ones, I can just never get sick of them. Even if I overspray the Ariana Grande perfumes, they don't make me feel sick. They don't make me feel ill. I just absolutely love them. There isn't one Ariana Grande perfume that I have smelled that I don't like, to be honest. And this has grown on me so much. So yeah, that was just my little chat or review, if you like, about Ariana Grande's Cloud perfume. Um, if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.